This is nice rich compost that we had over winter, and what's going to happen is it's going to be breaking down in the soil with all the green manure that was cut this weekend. And as you can see, this is a nice skiff on the soil, so that's full of rich, nice compost, full of biological activity. Microbes are going to work with the green manure to break down really nicely. And as soon as this field is all put down with the compost, we'll come in behind this with the disc, and we're going to disc it all in. And once it's all disc in, then we're going to let it sit here and digest for about 4 weeks or so before the trials. This is a field that we're going to be using for our summer planted trials. So I think it's going to be a very nice field with as rich as the green manure was on it that you saw earlier, and now inoculating it with the compost. There's going to be a huge amount of biological activity going in the soil, and really that's all the compost you really need. A lot of people think you'll need a lot more manure, but you really don't. You're looking for the biological activity in the soil because you're feeding the soil microbes, and that's what's happening here. And this makes the soil food web ever so more rich and plentiful. So here's a field, what it looks like after 3 passes with the disc. So you can see it's much more chopped up. So this is what Sue Ann will achieve with her field. And this has been sitting here about 3 days or so, 4 days after we disked it. And now James is going through with the big Kubota with the Moschio tiller on the back. And so what we're doing is working this down. It's been terrible rain, record rains in the Northwest. And so normally we'd have our lettuce in about anywhere from about 3 weeks ago or so for our seed crop, maybe, but we're still doing good, but we're kind of pushing it just a tad bit. I'd rather let this sit another week, but we don't have the time. Rain's coming in again tomorrow night, so we're working this in. And luckily this just had oats in it for a cover crop, so it was a little bit thinner. It was the driest field we had, and so we put a skiff of compost on it as well. Now James is tilling it in. He'll probably make 2 passes, and then we'll be rocking and rolling as soon as the next break in the weather. It could be another week or so. The weather will clear out, and we'll be able to come in here and get our lettuce planted. But it looks real good. This is what you want to see. That's really good for a first pass.